Hey y'all, it's been a good morning this morning. I was out before about 30 minutes before daylight, before it started breaking day, and at 7 o'clock this morning I killed a deer, a nice doe, mature doe, probably weighs about 100 pounds. In this part of the world, that's a good sized doe in the wild. And one of the things that I always do when I kill a deer, out of respect for that animal, is I mark myself with some of the animal's blood before I ever move it in the woods. And I'll pet that deer and thank it for giving its life so that we can have life. And for me, that's very important. Deer meat became our primary source of protein, and for us it's a very important thing in our lives. And I want to take just a minute to talk about tools for the woods. If you're going to go to the woods to harvest large game animals, or even small game animals, but not so much the small game, especially the large game animals like the deer, etc. There's tools that you need, and one of the tools, you've got to have a way to get that animal out of the woods. And what I've got here is a simple strap. It's got eyes on both ends. I'll loop this both ends around the deer's neck, and then once that is secured around the deer's neck, I've got something that I can pull to drag that deer. This particular deer, I had to drag it about, I don't know, 250 yards to get it to a wheelbarrow where I could move it to this location here to process it. And another thing, I turned my back on you, I apologize for that, but let's talk about knives for a minute. That's the big golden calf these days, is knives. What kind of knife you carry? Is it carbon? Is it stainless? Is it a bushcraft knife? Can you baton with it? And it goes on and on and on. And I'm tired of all of that. The arguments about what's the best knife. I'm going to show you my two favorite knives for processing game animals. They've proven themselves time and time again. And the first one is a buck folding knife. Yes, it's a stainless steel knife, but that, my friends, that buck folding knife, the 110 buck 110 folding knife, and this one's made in the USA. Both of my bucks are American made. This is one of the best skinning knives that I've ever used, and I'll go to my grave supporting that statement. This without a doubt is the best skinning knife that I've ever used. And the other, for a little rougher service work, is a buck 119. Again, a stainless blade, but this thing has seen a lot of use, and it's got a lot of life left in it. Now, once you get them sharp, once you get that edge nice and smooth, I keep it that way with a little diamond hone. All I have to do is hit it a few times, and it's right back where it needs to be. And the other is something with a little bit of ceramic. And now that ceramic will touch up an edge just fine. Folks, I've got a deer to process, and get it in the freezer. We'll see you on the next one.